Guys, so welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a military spouse stereotype debunking. It's a very long title, but that's what I'm calling it because I found that my dog does not like to stay out of the room when I'm filming. I have this Facebook friend who's a military spouse, and she posted this link, and it is called, if I can find it, I just had it. So it is 31 things life as a military spouse has caused you to do. Army Wife 101. Pretty much just 31 things that I guess are common things that military wives do. And I was going through and I was like, but I don't do this, I don't do that. And I thought, hey, I should make a video about this and kind of compare it to my life. So that's what it's going to be doing. I'm going to just go through the list of the 31 things that the military spouse supposedly do and then say whether or not I do them, and then maybe kind of put an understanding behind it. Like maybe they do it for this reason. Sorry, my shirt's bugging me. Let me show you my shirt. So as you know, we're in Hawaii right now. And this is my Hawaii shirt that I love. Yay! Okay, that was weird. Things just got weird. Yeah, that was like a personal level right there, guys. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so we're going to go through this. So first, kind of give a little background, like small background on myself. So I'm 22. I've been a military spouse for about 2 years. And I work full-time. So that will change my answers for everything. You know, some military spouses, they don't work, some work part-time, you know, some have kids, I don't have kids. So some of those things are going to affect everybody's answers. But this is just me. This is not everybody. Everyone has different opinions. This is not a bash by any means. I'm not one of those people. I'm not going to bash you because you're not me. Okay. Anyway, so we're just going to go through these, and then if you are a military wife, you can kind of just look at it like, hey, I do that, hey, I don't do that, and kind of compare it to yourself. I don't know. I think it's always interesting looking at these things, and it's just for anything. Like when there's the list of 20 things you've done in your years, I like to look at those and kind of say, yes, I did this, or no, I haven't done that. They're interesting. So I figured I'd make a video about it. So let's just stop my ranting and get right into it. My dog is laying in the hallway like a weirdo. So the first thing on the list is you have at one point sold Scentsy, 31, It Works, Jamboree, or some other direct sales product. So this is something I have not done ever in my whole entire life of living. And in Washington, a lot of people sell Mary Kay, and they're really trying to get you to do it. I hate direct sales so much. Not people doing it. That's totally fine. But I hate that the way that it works is so you're here, and I mean, if you don't know how direct sales work, like Mary Kay and those kinds of things. So you're here, and then the more people you get to be underneath you, the more money you make. And I don't know if it's hard to explain. Not really hard to explain, but I'm just not explaining it well. But I hate how they always like, yes, I want to buy this, but I do not want to sell this. And like they're so pushy sometimes, and it irritates the heck out of me. But no, I would never do that even if I wasn't a military wife. I don't do this, but the reason why I think a lot of people do it is because you can make your own schedules. If you have kids, you could be home with your kids, you know, pick them up from school. A lot of people want to be with their husbands. I think everybody does. So you're able to make your own schedule, like I said, and be home whenever he's home. And plus you move so often that having like an actual job with like a department or something, you're consistently moving. And so this you can take anywhere. You never have to change your job. So I understand why a lot of people do it. I just hate it. My personal opinion. Number 2, you own or considered purchasing a fancy Nikon or Canon because you see a bunch of other military spouses own them. I do have a fancy Canon, but I got it for the use of YouTubing. I did not get it for the use of just because everybody else had it. So I do have that. So half of that is true, half of it is not. We'll go into number 2 and I'll talk more about it. Or number 3. So number 3, you considered starting a photography business because you bought a Nikon or Canon. No, I do not think I'm a photographer. I want to be able to use the camera thing just so then, or the camera like features on it well. That way, like when I have a family, I can take nice pictures. Or like when I go home and I'm with my family, I can take really nice quality pictures. But I'm never going to try and be a photographer. I don't think I'll ever be that good. But a lot of military spouses are photographers. And I'm not saying they're bad, but a lot of them just are photographers. So I can get how that not conspiracy, but that theory kind of came up, I guess. But just you know, like I said, I'm not bashing, but I have had a military spouse do my pictures and they were really good. So I'm not saying like, oh, everyone does and they suck. No, they're good. I mean, not all of them are good, but not all photographers are good. But there are a lot of good ones. Number 4, you watched at least one episode of Army Wives. I watched the whole entire season, and I watched it when I was a girlfriend to my husband. Military girlfriend. I don't like that term. I'm sorry, I don't. But when I was dating my husband, I watched them, and even if I wasn't in the military, I cannot talk today. Even if I was not married to my husband and not a military spouse, I still would watch them because they're really good. So anybody should watch this. Number 5, you binge watch on Netflix. Excuse me. As a form of entertainment during deployment and separations, I binge watch Netflix even if I was alone, if I was single, if my husband's here, we binge watch it together. So this does not even apply. And plus I work all the time, so I don't have time to like sit there and actually do nothing but watch Netflix. But if I like a show, before I was even with my husband, I would binge watch Netflix. So this applies to everybody. So yes, but no. Number 6, you're in at least 3 Facebook military spouse groups. This is true. And it's because when you move somewhere, there's a lot of stuff that goes into moving with the military. And plus you're in a new place, and like there's like all different kinds of stuff you always have to do, like physicals and whatnot, or where to find stuff. Or like when they're gone and you have a question but they can't answer it for you, and so you need someone to. They're really helpful to be able to have the military spouses to turn to and kind of just ask those questions like, hey, what about this, where is this, that kind of stuff. And also maybe if you're not at the place yet, asking them ahead of time. That's what I see a lot of people doing, like, hey, we're not there yet, we're going to be there, can you kind of give us advice about what it's like there, where we should move, and that kind of stuff. Just more input. It is helpful. Sometimes they're dramatic, but they're helpful. Number 7, one of those groups is a military spouse garage sales page. No, I'm actually not on any garage sale pages. I don't really go to garage sales. Like when at home, if I was with my parents or something and we're driving around, sometimes we might stop at one randomly. But here, people are really into garage selling, and I'm not. I'm just not. 8, you have at some point drove to the commissary on a day it was closed. That never happened to me. I've never heard of that happening to anybody. So I don't really know where that one came from. Buddy's obviously angry with me for not hanging out with him. 9, you rarely shop at the PX. I think I shop at the PX about as much as I get gas. Yeah. If I don't have to go, I don't go. And anytime, like, I don't go just to go. And I go more to, like, Walmart, actually, than I do to the PX, weirdly enough. I don't know about everybody else. One of my friends did tell me that she doesn't like to go to the PX because Army wives sometimes can be very judgy, and so it's almost like you have to be like completely ready, your hair done, everything done, look great to go in there, otherwise someone's going to judge you. And it's really irritating that that's how people have to feel, but that might be a reason why no one wants to go. And I've seen it often where people talk about that, like other people will take pictures of other wives and post them on like the wives pages and stuff. It's not okay. It's not. Number 10, you hate the commissary on payday. Everyone hates the commissary on payday, and it's very rare that I ever go on payday, and if I do, I go in the early morning. But luckily I don't have kids or anything, so my food lasts for quite a while. And if I had kids though, I'd probably have to go, and I would hate it. Because I like grocery shopping. I hate when it's busy. But yeah, it is extremely busy, extremely crazy on payday. It's ridiculous. It's like everybody has not, like, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. And I don't know why, but it is. Number 11, you've tried to hang a flag in front of your house because you thought it made sense to, since you're a military family, but then you found out you were violating all type of flag rules. Nope. Never wanted to hang a flag outside my house. Not that I'm against it. Like, go America, but I've just never hung one, never tried. Maybe my husband wants to one day, but he never brings it up, so we don't do that. And I didn't know that I know that there's like regulations for flag stuff, but I didn't know there was like a bunch of rules, so I probably shouldn't do that. Otherwise, I'm probably one of those people who would hang one and then get in trouble for something being wrong about it. Number 12, you hold your breath every time you gotta clear housing. I haven't had to clear housing yet through the military, but I feel like this is just kind of something that would happen for anybody. My friends just cleared, and it's one of those like you kind of care, but you kind of don't care. In my house, when I clear, I'm not gonna care at all because my house is very, very old. And we've gone through a lot of stuff at this house for me not to care. But even if I lived in an apartment, like off post, just a regular apartment, I would still hold my breath clearing housing because I did not want to owe them anything. So I would understand how people have that kind of thing. Plus, you don't want to give them money. Like, that's less money you have. So it makes sense. Number 13. If you're an Army wife, you refer to all military personnel as soldiers because, well, it just makes sense. That would make sense. Why? I mean, there's a lot of ranks, and I know, like, a certain amount of ranks and stuff, but even then, like, I don't call them by that. I mostly just call, like, the guy, the one, that person, the one man, yeah, that kind of stuff. Sometimes I remember, like, the people who my husband consistently talks about, I can say, like, oh, like, that specific guy and, like, his rank and stuff. For the most part, it's like, hey, remember that one guy? The one, the new one, the one who's helping you with this, the guy who did that, the one you're telling me about who did this. It's that kind of thing. Yeah, that's me, but that's just with everybody. I'm like, you know, remember that one person who did that one thing? That's how I describe everybody, so that's just me. 14, you forgot it was payday at least once. Psych, we don't make enough to forget. One, that's true, you do not make enough to forget about payday, but no, I've never forgotten about it, but it's the same day every time. I forget when I get paid, because I get paid like every 2 weeks. But the 1st and the 15th, it's the same every single month. It's really hard to forget those days. Plus, doesn't everybody want to get paid? I feel like everyone, like even me, I'm like, I know I'm getting paid, which means that I don't feel so bad about going shopping. My camera, I don't know why, it just stopped rolling, so hopefully it got everything I was saying in there. Why'd you stop rolling? Okay. Next, number 15. You bank with USAA. Yes. That's all I'm saying. Number 16, use military discount more than your spouse who is a service member. We use about enough, which is almost never. There are some places, okay, so in Hawaii, not a lot of places offer military discount, which is totally fine. In Washington, where I'm originally from, a lot of people do offer it, and you just know that they offer it. But I'm one of those people where if you ask me, like, oh, you know, are we having military discount today? Psst, yes. But if I just go in, I'm not just like, hey, do you have military discount? Like, no. But if they have like little signs or something, I'm like, hey, I'm military. But I don't ask for it because, well, I just don't. But if I know they have it, oh, I want that discount. And I would totally understand if people want the discount. Everyone wants a discount. It's the same as if you go somewhere and there's a stain on something, so you ask them for a discount. It's the same exact thing. Okay. 17. You have planned an entire trip to the commissary based on Pinterest. No. Not at all. Never. I mean, I've gotten recipes off of it, so yeah, that goes in my list of shopping, but never just like, oh my god, I sat on Pinterest all day, now I gotta go to the commissary and get all this stuff to make this. No. You tried to join in the military spouse couponers phenomenon and gave up after a week. Even before I was married, I would never want to be a couponer. I want to because of all the stuff you can collect, but I do not have the patience for that, and it's just so like confusing. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna pay full price. Yep, I've got $1 off this one item, and I'm very happy when I saved my $1 out of my whole entire shopping trip, so I'm good off that couponing, people. You buy a lot of crafts and home decor crap from military spouse Facebook pages. I don't, but I would understand why you would. A lot of spouses make really cute things, and it's also like based off like where you live, so it'll be something for military families in Hawaii. It's cool. I just don't buy them. You've hired a fellow military spouse to take your family or welcome home pictures. I have, but it wasn't because they were a military spouse. They're a good photographer, and she just happened to be a military spouse, which I actually did not know until I met her, like when we actually went to do our pictures. So I'm more on the quality. If you're a military spouse, you have good quality, and you know you're affordable, yeah, I'll still use you. If you're not and you're still affordable, good quality, I'll still use you. It's not like, no, you have to be this. I don't care. It's all based off the quality. But yes, the person who did my husband and I's pictures, the first batch that we did, she's a military spouse. 21. You say your spouse's social instead of yours and wind up looking like you're committing fraud by switching up to give another social security number. No, I don't say his more than mine. I remember mine more than I remember his. And if you know anything about being married to someone in the military, you like anytime you go to like anywhere that's like military related, like to the doctor or something, they ask about their stuff, not yours. So you go in like, hey, what's your sponsor's social? Okay, I'm not a person. I'm just here, and here's their stuff. I'm like, your identity is gone. It's not really gone, but it's just funny because everything you do, it's like, hey, what's your sponsor's social? And it's like, but I'm here for my doctor's appointment. Yes, but you don't matter. They matter. But no, surprisingly, I do not even remember his social security number. I should. I don't. I'm the person who goes in like, okay, funny story, really fast. I went to my eye appointment and they asked for, it's at the PX, and so they asked for his social number, and I was like, I don't know what it is. So I had to like go through my whole entire appointment, go home, find out what it was, and then call them back like, hey, this is what it was. I'm that wife, which is probably very rare. I don't remember it. You should though. Okay, moving on. 22. Met at least one crazy military spouse that you had to ditch. Never happened to me. I do only have a few friends who are military wives, and they're not crazy. A lot of my friends are actually not like associated with the military, but I've never had that incident. There are a lot of crazy spouses here too, I swear, but I've never had that incident of like being friends with them and like having to unfriend them because they're psycho. Created a deployment song list. Number 23. My husband has not been deployed, and no, I have not done that. I don't have time to sit around singing sad songs or listening to sad songs. I gotta go to work, honey. 24. Went on a weight loss journey during deployment. No, but a lot of people do that, and I totally understand. If my husband got deployed, I might be like, hey, let me go run a few miles every day, get a little more in shape. Number 25. Went on a weight loss journey before deployment and failed because of that damn deployment. No, that didn't happen either. Number 26. I swear I just said 26. Whatever, if I did, my bad. You live on Pinterest. I think all women live on Pinterest. I like 1/4 of my life I live on Pinterest, and then I don't, and then I do, and then I don't. It's kind of like Twitter to me. I like get on like religiously, and then I just fall off it, and then I get on religiously, and then I just fall off. But I think everybody loves Pinterest. But these military wives, they do love their Pinterest. But when some of them like have kids or they don't work and they don't have much more to do, so I totally understand crafting, like, so you're not bored. Good. Number 27. Accidentally violated OPSEC, not majorly, but just enough that if it was a crime, you probably would get charged with a misdemeanor. So if you don't know what OPSEC is, it's pretty much just it's like safety, security measures where you just don't give out like important information. Like if your husband is getting deployed, you're not going to say where they're going, what time they're going, the day they're going, how they're going, all that stuff. You don't say any of that. Like, oh, he's going to Georgia on the 8th of December at 2 a.m. from this airport, like on your, calling someone on your phone, or not on your phone, you can't talk, on your Facebook. You don't put that out there. You just don't, for the safety of, you know, national security. But no, I've never done that. But I'm just one of those people who I don't tell, like, for one, I don't put it on Facebook, like, hey, my husband's gone, he's leaving. I will tell my family, or like if someone's like, oh, where's Michael? Like, oh, he's here for a few weeks, but I'm not like, he's here, he's leaving this time and whatever. It's like, he's in the field. What field? I'm not gonna tell you. Anyways, okay. My phone locked. Okay, so no, I haven't done that, but a lot of wives have done that. I've seen it. Number 28. Went to a party because you thought your new friend was having a girls' night until you realized you had to spend money and buy something. No? I don't even get that one. But no. Number 29. You rode on E just to get gas on post. No, I get my gas on post. I live like right down the street from the gas station, but if I didn't live on post, I would understand, because gas here on post right now it's like $2.50. Off post it's like $4. So I would understand you riding your ass to base on E to get some damn cheap gas here. But I don't do that, but I understand. Number 30. You tried to do your own I cannot say this word. Boudoir, the sexy lingerie shoot, and failed. No. That's funny. I've seen some actually, because some photographers, like I follow them on Facebook and they have like pictures. It's not like slut or anything. It's like very, what is the word? Tasteful. That's the word. Tasteful. They're really good. But no, I've never tried that. And then number 31. You subscribe to military blogs like this. It's a blog. To read crazy lists, to keep you entertained, and to let you know you are not alone in this cray-cray land of military spouses. Sorry, I just screenshot it so I can find it later. No, I'm not subscribed to or subscribed following any military blogs. This one, like I said, a Facebook friend of mine who's a spouse posted this, and so I was like, I have to read this because it's interesting. But yeah, so that one doesn't really apply to me. I would understand some people, but nope, not to me. Alrighty guys, so that concludes my video on the military spouse stereotype debunk. Because pretty much a lot of these, I feel like they're not like stereotypes, but they're stereotypes. Because you're saying, well, just military spouses do that. Obviously, you do that. So that's my kind of debunk based on my life. Like some of the stuff, yes, I do. Some I don't. But a lot of it that, from my opinion, people who aren't even spouses would do that. So it's kind of unfair to say just military, like because you're a military spouse, you do that. So yeah, some of them are true, but like I said, it was just my debunk. I'm not offended by anything on that. I think it's funny. It's not like you do this and you do that, like you're a materialistic bitch. Like, no, not all military wives are like that. Because I think that that's a stereotype. So, I don't know. Maybe that'll be another video. If that's something you want to see, actual military stereotypes or kind of my inside view about it, let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. If you're interested in following me on Twitter and Instagram, I will put those down there. If you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. And if you would like to see more like this, go ahead and subscribe. Okay, I'm done. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.